Hey y'all, it's your girl Authentically Taryn, and I am back with another video. Today I got an NCAT survival guide for all my incoming freshmen or anybody that has transferred to A&T, and this is going to be a little bit different than the what you need to know as a freshman. This is just going to be a little bit more in depth of those tips, like for real. I'm not gonna ramble too much. I hope that this video helps y'all and that y'all watch it thoroughly. Take note of all these tips because it's some really good stuff. First tip I got is, if you're introverted, try your best to get out of your dorm and make the best of being on campus. First of all, this is time that you not gonna get back for real, so you should make the best of any opportunity that is set in front of you. You did not come to the greatest HBCU in the history of HBCUs just to sit in your room and do nothing. Make the most of those resources that are on campus and make the most of your 4 years there, because it's gonna fly past. I literally was just a freshman moving into my dorm, and now I'm about to be a sophomore. Don't let not having support from your family discourage you. If you are a first generation college student, it probably will be a little bit tougher on you because you don't have the first-hand experience from your family members to tell you how college went for them. So you have to look into getting mentors and just reaching out to people that are already on campus for them to tell you how their experience is and how you should go about yours. But yeah, don't let not having the support from your family discourage you, even though times may get hard. You just got to figure out how to still maneuver and do what you need to do so you can get up out of there. Have multiple outfits and bring all your clothes. I don't care what nobody say. Bring all your clothes. If you're an out-of-state student and you're not gonna be able to go back home before it starts to get cold, and now you just stuck with all summer clothes and you don't got nothing to wear, guess what can fix that? You bringing all your clothes, and you just gotta make space for it. I brought all my clothes last year and I didn't have no problem. All I did was send it back when I went home for Thanksgiving break, and I was cool. I cannot stress this enough. You cannot go to every party. You don't have to go to every party. The parties are always going to be there, and most of the time all the parties be the same. So you just missing 1 or 2 or 3 parties out of the semester, or even more than that, is not going to hurt you. Like, you have so much more time to be partying and living it up. Like, yes, your freshman year is the time to do that, but also that's your time to build your foundation too and make sure that you're focused and setting yourself up for success for your next 3 years. Do not be a victim of peer pressure. If you know that's something that you're not used to doing, or something that you didn't do when you was back home, and if you was back home that your mama would be on your about it, don't do it when you get to school and you on your own and you got all this independence, because you just never know what can happen. Do not stress if you don't immediately have friends. So just let it come natural, let it come to you. You might not find your immediate circle the first day that you step on campus. Some people are lucky to have that experience, but that is not realistic for everybody. So just go at your own pace and don't stress yourself about something like that. Like, you have other stuff to worry about. I'm not gonna say let friends be the least of your worries, but just don't let that be the first thing on your agenda when you step foot on campus. Telling y'all now, I was a victim of this. When you get refund checks during the year, please save them, because you just never know what you're going to have to pay for it. Like, I'm telling you, that's gonna come in so much handy. That's something that I did not do, and now I done got all these refund checks. I don't got nothing to show for it but some shoes and some clothes. Like, do not do that. Do not be like me. I was just still young and trying to figure out how to manage my money for real. So please, if you get refund checks, please save them. Be cautious and aware of your surroundings at all times, because you just never know when something can pop off. Something can pop off when you least expect it, and you could be somewhere lollygag. And when you in parties, make sure you know where every exit is, because again, if something was to pop off, you want to be one of the first ones that's able to exit if you need to. And pay attention to the people that's around you, because people are weird. Just because you get to college don't mean that's when weird stop. That's really when the weird started. Be on all 10 at all times, because you just never know. Learn the campus. I cannot stress this enough. Learn the campus. Know what resources that you have available to you. We're literally paying all this money to take advantage of all the resources that are put in front of us. I feel like I always stress this in every college video that I make. Get a planner. It's going to save your life. I promise it's going to save your life. Everything that you need to do throughout the day, make sure you write it down and have it on your planner so you don't forget that that's what you need to be doing. Like as a college student, day to day we have so much going on, and you just not able to keep up off the top of your mind. So you writing it down helps you remember it better. Planners definitely save your life. To do this save your life. Managing your time, all that together definitely helped me get through my freshman year of college. Connect with at least one person that's in your class. You might not be the most social person. Getting your feet wet and stepping out of your comfort zone to speak to that one person might change your life. Like if you're not able to come into class one day because you know maybe you got sick or something, you have that classmate to reach out to figure out what you need to get for that day, because your teacher is no longer here to hold your hand and baby you and let you know what you missed in class, unless you do have a professor like that. But I know I haven't really came across a professor like that, so I had to, you know, lean on my classmates in order to, you know, make sure I'm getting what I need to get. So make those connections in class. Don't be afraid to talk to people. Back to the resources on campus. One of the resources that we have available to us is the tutoring by the name of Upswing. You're literally able to get tutoring for any course that you need or that you're struggling in, and I believe that it's completely free. Reach out to somebody. Don't just be trying to do everything by yourself, because it's just not gonna work like that. Like you're going to need help. No matter what type of person you are, no matter how independent that you think that you are, you're going to need help with something. So don't be afraid to reach out and use the resources that we have. As a psychology major, this one is a big one for me. If you're struggling with mental health during the year, please reach out. You do not have to struggle alone. For starters, you never know what somebody's going through, and for two, you never know if somebody's going through the same thing that you're going through and that they understand what you're going through. So you're not gonna know until you actually open up your mouth and voice how you feel to somebody that's around you. Nobody's ever too busy to sit and listen to you. And if y'all ever need somebody to talk to, feel free to reach out to me. Like I have no problem coming to meet you somewhere on campus just so we can talk. Like even if it's just walking around campus and letting you vent to me, like I have no problem with doing that. So make sure that y'all just reach out and use each other to lean on. And your mental is something that you really have to prioritize when you're in college, because once again, this is just like such a changing, like this is such a detrimental and challenging time in your life. Everything is literally changing. Your environment is changing, your mindset is changing, everything is changing, and that's not something that you want to be dealing with on your own. Also using the counseling service that are available to us on campus. Stay on top of your course curriculum and meetings with your advisors. If you know that you needed to schedule a meeting with your advisor to pick classes for the next semester and your advisor still hasn't reached out to you, you reach out to them. Because sometimes as adults and professors, they have their own stuff going on, and yes, it's their job, but sometimes you have to advocate for yourself and get your voice out there, because nobody's going to know what you need until you speak up about it. That's the same thing with professors. Say you're having challenges in the class and you don't understand the curriculum and you're reaching out to a tutor. Now it's time for you to reach out to a professor and let them know what you're dealing with. But coming back to what I was saying about staying on top of your course curriculum, make sure you have a copy of your curriculum guide on you at like all times. Like literally just keep you one saved, whether that's in your computer, in your iPad, in your phone. Keep it safe just so you know that you're always on track for your classes, because at the end of the day, the end goal is to graduate. Utilize all the resources on campus. I cannot like stress this enough. I feel like I already said it and I'm saying it again. Use your resources. We're not paying that money just to be, you know, playing around with the resources on campus and not using it. Them gym and athletic fees, use it. Go to the gym, clear your mind, go to the games, show some school spirit. Don't be afraid to get out of your room and do work. You don't always have to sit in your room at your desk and do work. Use the student center and the library. Like the library, that's literally my go-to for me to catch up on any work or getting a private study room in the student center. Yes, it'd be a lot of people inside of the student center, but if you go all the way up to the 3rd floor, or if you reserve you a study room in time, you'll be okay. Like you're not going to get that distracted. Get your headphones, get what you need to do that work and get it done. Like it's no reason to be making excuses. It is okay to make mistakes in college. We're all learning, we're all growing, we're all maturing into the young adults that we are. You gotta think about it. Some of us are 17, 18 coming into college and still got that high school mindset. But once we start, continue to matriculate through our college career, we learn that we can no longer think the way that we used to think, and we gotta, it's time to woman and man up. It's okay if you make mistakes in the beginning. Just make sure that you're learning from it and you're not beating yourself up about it, because life goes on. NCAT is going to feel like a fashion show, but don't feel pressured to dress up all the time and have the most expensive items. Make the best of what you have. NCAT is definitely a fashion show, I'm not gonna lie, but like that's just something that comes with the culture at NCAT. But not everybody fits into the fashion show whatever. It's some days where I just do not feel like dressing up and I put on a pair of sweatpants and a hoodie. Nobody cares. Nobody's gonna judge you. Like, wear what you want to wear. If you're just not feeling it that day, wear what you want to wear. If it's a day where you actually feel like dressing up, then you actually feel like dressing up. Like, you see a mixture of both on campus, except for first day of class. Like, that's really where people be putting that shit for, whether it's fall semester or spring semester. Like, just make sure you come trim for those days. But other than that, like, we really don't be judging. Like, you are your own person at the end of the day, and you do what you want to do, wear what you want to wear. Like, we're grown as well. Come on. Be nice to everybody, because you never know who you're talking to or who's watching. Enough said. Like, I feel like this just don't have to be elaborated on. Just be nice to people. This goes with the being aware of your surroundings. Also be aware of the locals, because everybody that's roaming on campus do not attend NT. So just keep that in mind and be mindful of who you're talking to. Be yourself. Once again, this is North Carolina NT, and everybody is different. Everybody's unique in their own way. So just be yourself. It's something that somebody's gonna like about you. You have to give yourself grace in college. It's okay if you fail an assignment or you fail a test. Just know how to better prepare for the next test or assignment and hold yourself accountable. College is something that teaches you a lot about yourself. And just don't do well over failing the assignment or failing the test. Join organizations. It's a lot of really great orgs on campus, and you can find those orgs on 1891 Connect for stuff that you would want to join or just have your mind on joining when applications do open back up. Definitely join organizations, because you just never know who you can be connecting with. You never know who you can be talking to in your organization, and it's just a really good time. Like, back to the friends part. I know I said it's okay if starting out you don't find your group. Give it time, let it be natural, but be willing to make friends. Like, they make the experience 10 times more valuable. You won't be able to do college alone, like I said before. Like, you think that you're able to, but times get tough and you're gonna have times where you feel alone. But guess what? You got your friend right down the hall from you, or right in the dorms next to you, that you can call on when you're feeling lonely and when you're feeling down. Like, 2 closest friends on campus literally saved my life. Like, without them, I literally would not be here right now. Like, my friends are such a valuable asset to my life, and if you can make those relationships while you're in college and hold on to it for the rest of your life, do that. Like, eat in the caf. You'll always be able to find something. Like, not be out here trying to DoorDash and Uber Eats every night unless you got it like that. But me personally, college is expensive. Like, nobody got money to be doing it every night, or to be going and taking Ubers to wherever, or walking to Cookout or walking to Sonics every night, unless that's you. That's up to you. That's totally completely up to you. But I'm just here to give you the game, so you don't really gotta learn it for it. You feel me? And with that, save your flex. It has to last you the whole semester. You get a certain amount of flex for first semester, and then you get a certain amount of flex for the second semester. But make sure you use all that flex from first semester, because it does not roll over to second semester. So keep that in mind. Like, yes, you want to save it, but also make sure you're using enough to where you'll get rid of it by December. You feel me? Do not be afraid to get to know your professors. because you just never know the resources that they have available. Like, I heard that a lot of people in my class that got internships got the opportunities from their professors because they were able to develop these relationships and talk to them. So don't be afraid of your professors. They're literally here to help us. Use Rate My Professor. Rate My Professor is going to save your life when it comes to picking classes. Most of the time the ratings be accurate. Like, you'll get into class and it'll be accurate. There's no growth where you are comfortable, so prepare for college to make you the most uncomfortable that you've ever been in your life. Okay, if you're uncomfortable or if you're nervous about coming to a school out of state, or even if you're in state and this is your first time moving away from home, it's okay if you're nervous. Like, this is the part that, you know, you want to get used to. Sometimes you're going to have your days where you just don't feel like doing it. God does not put you nowhere that you cannot handle. So just know that you being in the place that you're in is because you deserve it and that you can get through it. Procrastination is the thief of joy. Do not procrastinate. Get it done. If you can get it done earlier than the deadline, get it done. If you can turn it in earlier than the deadline, get it done. Like, it's no reason why you should be behind on assignments if you don't have to be. Stay on top of Aggie Access, especially in the financial aid portion, because stuff can change. Pay attention to if your scholarships are coming in on time. If you have them, pay attention to any loans or grants that have been offered to you. Pay attention to any refund checks that you may be getting. Just pay attention to every little thing, because you always want to keep up with all of your documents and keeping up with what's going on Aggie Access. Read your syllabus, because how the class is going to go is literally on that piece of paper. So you don't want to be blindsided about nothing. You don't want to say that you didn't know nothing about nothing, because it's all there for you. How everything is graded is all there for you. The emails, the office hours, the how to get in contact with your professor, the best time to get in contact with them. And your professor gives you that and tells you to read it, do that. It's not a waste of time. You're going to be thankful for it. If you can save a copy of it, do that, so you don't have to keep going back to it in the class. This didn't come from me, but 8 a.m.s are not that bad, but 5 and 6 p.m.s and the evening are terrible. Try to pick an in-between. If you know you can do an 8 a.m. and you're that morning person, kudos to you, because I can't do it, baby. Like, me personally, I cannot get up that early to go to school and listen. Like, I can't do it. Even a 10 a.m. is a stretch for me. 5 and 6 p.m.s won't be for me. That's too late. I'm trying to be outside when I'm done doing my work and when I'm not in class. Have an accountability partner. You cannot do work with all of your friends. It just does not work. Somebody that'll keep you up on your grades and just keep you on all 10 toes. Don't spend all your money on party tickets and alcohol. It's not worth it. Use the career services. I have yet to use a career service, but I'm definitely using it this semester, since I'm actually gonna have to use my resume to apply for internships and to go to the career fair. Resume drives are literally free, and they have resume drives with different big companies that come to our school, whether that's on Zoom or it's in person. Of the career services, because I also think they do interview prep too. We also be doing headshots on campus too for the free ski when the companies come up there. So you just got to be checking your email and just knowing when stuff occurs on campus. Don't be too quick to jump into a relationship or take it seriously. Your time is going to get wasted. You don't want your time wasted, because time is something that you cannot get back. You feel me? So just think about stuff when you're doing it. Just think about if this is what you really want out of your first or second semesters of college. That's all I'm gonna say. Spoke on this in my college essentials video. Shower shoes are a must. Enough said. Don't even argue with me. You need them shower shoes. Buy them. If you watching this and you haven't bought them yet, go buy them. Once again, you're gonna find your people. Don't stress it. Create a schedule and prioritize your work and balance your social life. Remember what you're here for. You're in college to get a degree. You're not in college to get a degree for partying. Get that work done. If you know it's a party on Friday that you absolutely don't want to miss and you just gotta go to, get your work done throughout the week so you can have time to prepare for that party and, you know, be able to do stuff that you want. And I got 2 more and then I must wrap this video up because I feel like I just been talking, y'all. You're finna lose my voice. Develop effective studying techniques. I'm still trying to find something that works for me, but I found that writing down what I'm trying to learn and then actively reading it, I don't know what that's called. I don't know if it's called active learning. I don't know, y'all. Somebody help me in the comments if y'all know what I'm talking about. But I found that that has helped me. Find something that works for you. Something that works for somebody else might not work for you, and something that works for you might not work for somebody else. So just find something that works for you, and yeah. And last but not least, this is like the most important advice that you can take from this video if you do not take nothing else. College is where you grow the most, so embrace it. This is time, like I said in the beginning of the video, this is time that you will not get back. So make the most of it. Make the most of all your experiences. Make the most of all that is handed to you. Make the most of just being able to attend North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University, because some people would kill to be in your shoes. So make the most of it. Don't complain too much. Advocate for yourself and embrace the journey. That being said, I really hope y'all made it to the end of this video, and I will see y'all in the next one. You like, comment, share, subscribe, and yeah, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.
What's happening, Chi?